It's gonna happen, just you watch.
Like the morning sun inviting the dawn to break. Beautiful, like the joy that...
Hi everybody, it's me. I am here to give you guys a plan because you guys saw me a few days ago and welcomed me back. Thank you very much. You guys saw me a few days ago and my video was like blah blah blah. I had no structure, no anything, and so I just wanted to come back and let you guys know that I do have a plan, that I have goals, and that this is going to be structured. I don't know if you guys remember this little calendar I had back a few months ago. I had done some cute little creative coloring bits here for you, for me. I don't really have a calendar that goes all the way till September. I was hoping that this calendar did, but it ends on August 31st. I have about 6 months. Actually, I have like 7 months. Okay, I got it all worked out, you guys. Sorry, I thought I had done that before I got on here. I just realized though, because this calendar that I have doesn't go all the way to September, and so I was like, well, I'll just make it to the end of August. But my birthday is at the end of September. It's September 23rd. I was only accounting for 6 months when in fact I almost have 7. So that kind of changes the numbers a little bit. So I wanted to make sure that this was completely honest and like 100% accurate. This is just a very rough draft, obviously. I'm going to try to make something prettier. But starting today, February 11th, 198.6. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, you guys. I was kind of terrified to step on the scale and see it be over 200. So I'm just below 200. That makes me feel pretty good. I think the lowest I got to when just before Florida was like 195 point something. So that's just a few pounds gained from that point. I did share with you guys that after I was sick and eating only chicken broth and crackers for a few days, that I got down to like 194. But if you think about it, that makes sense because it means I went back to Florida at 195-ish. 8 and 8 and 8. Christmas cookies and dinners and fried food and just a whole bunch of junk. Probably I got up past 200 pounds. I wouldn't doubt it. My clothes were definitely fitting a little bit tighter on me. Then I came home and I got sick, and then I lost a whole bunch of weight, like all the weight I had gained minus 1 pound or so. Well, 198.6 is my starting weight. And I guess rather than dwelling on the start weight, because I'm not really that disappointed by it, I'm actually pretty happy, I want to talk about my end weight because my birthday here, September 23rd, and I'd like to be at 170. Now, I shared with you before that my ultimate goal is just about 170, and I said the lowest I would go was 165. So I have 7 months to reach this goal, and that is a total weight loss of 28.6 pounds. Now, if you divide that number by the total amount of months that you have to reach your goal, for me that's 7. That means I have to lose 4 pounds a month in order to reach this goal. I don't know how it could be any easier than that. I mean, maybe it's because I don't really have that much weight to lose for me personally to feel at my best. I know that 170 is not going to be healthy on the BMI chart or whatever that is. I know that doctors will probably still look at me and say that I'm overweight. I might end up being like normal at 170. I'm not very tall. I'm only 5'5", so I'm not even really sure what my BMI, what a healthy BMI for me would be. So this particular one I'm looking at, I'm not sure if others say different things, but for someone who's 5'5", the highest part of the BMI chart for normal is 144. I'm going to be at like 170, so I will be in the overweight category between 168 and 174. I'll have a BMI of like 28.5. The great thing is I won't be considered obese anymore. I'll just be considered overweight. But I hate to put myself into these categories because I do believe that I am more than just a number. I do believe that I should not be objectified and placed into these categories. I want to be at a weight that I feel best at. And for me, I think that that is 170. When I got to 160, I had to struggle to maintain that weight. I was working out every single day. I was running and running and running and running, and I was not eating enough. And all of that just seems like too much work for me. Now I know I'm going to have to work. I know. I know that this is not going to be just like another walk in the park. I am hopeful that I can lose 4 pounds a month and by my birthday be almost 30 pounds lighter. I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited for that. I wanted to share with you my plans for this week. It's really hard to plan that far into the future. I'm not sure what my certain goals are going to be much farther in the future, and so I will be setting goals weekly because I just feel like setting these short-term goals are really going to help me stay focused and want to continue. This week is nuts. Honestly, that's totally an excuse, but like I'm completely aware of the excuses that I make. I know. I am just being completely truthful with myself, and I'm looking at my week, and I work every day but Sunday. For now, I'm working every other Saturday, and I have 2 jobs, as you guys probably know. I work as a little assistant for this little spa called Soothe, and then I am an executive assistant for a CPA. And my job at Soothe is really easy. It's really comfortable. I answer phones, I do laundry, I clean, I basically just kind of keep the space organized and fresh and nice looking. And I'm there to support the therapist. So I help them with their schedules and make sure that they have all the supplies that they need before they go into service. I'm there every day, like 6 days a week, every other week, but my job with Katie, she's the CPA that I work for, that job is much more intensive. So at this point in time, I'm working at Soothe Monday through Friday, and then every other Saturday. And then Katie, I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights until about 6 or 7 at night. And I will have already been at Soothe all 3 of those days. And on Tuesdays, I have class from 1 until 4. So Tuesdays are kind of the day that's just not gonna happen. Like, I'm going to obviously make conscious decisions to eat healthy and choose better things than what I've been choosing. But I don't think that any exercise is going to happen that day, other than just the walking around, um, walking to school, walking back from school, like taking public transportation, just moving my body in an everyday way, because I don't have a car, as you guys probably know. I guess what I'm trying to say is that exercise may not happen a lot in this beginning stage. I really do want to get back to the gym because I have a great gym membership and I really enjoy how I feel while I'm at the gym and then after I leave. I feel refreshed, I feel accomplished, I feel good, and I miss that feeling a lot. I feel energized. I miss having that extra energy. I'm going to figure out my food first. I'm gonna figure out my food habits because they haven't been good. I've been eating out a lot. I need to get better about my portion sizes. This is always my problem. I eat healthy things, but I'll eat too much of them, and I will eat bad things, and I'll also eat too much of the bad things. This week, I'm going to start journaling my food again. I haven't had any accountability since December about what I'm eating and how I'm eating or anything like that. So I really want to start calorie counting again, journaling my food again. I'm not sure if I'm going to do calorie counting online and journaling online, or if I'm going to get a notebook that I have behind me and set something up like that. I'm not really sure quite yet. Well, I can show you guys a better look at my phone now, because the other day that I made that video, I was like, oh, here's my phone, and you guys couldn't even see it at all. So this will show you the color much better. It's this pretty blue color. It's really, really nice. I really like it a lot. And then I have this great quote here in the front. It says, "If you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely." There, you can see it. I love it. I just think it's so cute. And then I may have shown you guys the live tiles, but I can't really remember, so I'm just gonna flip through that. I don't have a calorie counting app yet. That's the whole reason I'm kind of getting into my phone right now, but I'm sure that I can download one. So that's mainly what I want to work on this week. I really want to work on calorie counting, better choices with food, knowing better portion sizes, journaling everything that I eat. I'm not really sure how many calories I want to eat at this moment. I think back in 2012, when I was calorie counting, I was eating between 15 and 1600 calories a day. That may be where I want to be because it's not too low for me. I definitely love food, and this is why I have such a problem with weight loss, is because I want to eat the good, delicious food, but I want to eat them in moderation. You know, I still want to be able to have what I love. I just don't want to binge on those things. Speaking of binges, I've actually done really well with keeping that under control. When I got back from Florida, I didn't have the urge to binge, and then I got sick, so then I couldn't binge. And I had this very strange thing that happened, like, was maybe 2 or 3 Sundays ago. Ren's best friend was here from Florida, and he spent the night here with his girlfriend Amanda. You may have heard me talk about her before. They spent the night here on the last night that he was here, and then he had to wake up really early and go back to the airport. But I had the weirdest thing that happened that morning. So we all woke up with him, and he took the shuttle, and then we all went back to bed. And then that morning when I woke up, the first thought in my head was hamburger and french fries. And that was really weird for me because that hasn't happened in a while. It really hasn't. I felt like I had gotten that voice under control, that food voice. I don't really know what to call it. It's just kind of that voice that I had when I was binging. Because that voice would think of something, that voice would say something like hamburger and french fries, or I really want frozen yogurt, or I really want a whole pizza, or, like a sandwich. It would come up in my head, and I would go out and get those things and then binge on them. So it was a really strange thing to have that sensation, that feeling, that sense, that voice come back. I mean, it's not really a voice, it's just in my head, it's the temptation. I don't know how to describe it. But the great thing was I was aware of it. I was aware of that voice, and I was like, that's so strange. And I was craving hamburgers and french fries pretty much every day since that voice had said that. So, I did go to a burger place last Tuesday, and I was standing in line, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna binge. I'm so excited. I'm gonna binge. I'm gonna get 2 hamburgers. I'm gonna get 2 french fries. I'm gonna get ice cream. And as I was standing in line, I was so aware of everyone else's food around me. I was looking at people eating their food, and they had their 1 hamburger and their 1 french fries, and, they were fine. They were eating that. And I was like, oh, well, I'm just bigger than them, so I need more. Like, I was justifying it. And then I looked over at the counter where they were getting their food, and there was this man that was much bigger than me, like much taller, much larger. And he had 1 hamburger and 1 french fries. So in a way, I don't know, I talked myself out of getting 2 hamburgers and 2 French fries and ice cream. So I ended up getting 1 hamburger and 1 French fries, and then I went home. I didn't get any ice cream. So I don't really know if that's a breakthrough or anything. I don't really think so, but I am proud of myself enough to share it because I had the opportunity to go crazy on 2 hamburgers and 2 French fries, and it felt good not to. I will be coming back again this week. I'm not really sure what I have planned for later, but I would like to create some kind of nice calendar chart rather than this. This is a great reminder of the amount of weight I have to lose, but I feel like I need something that I can like scratch off daily. I love that kind of stuff. Oh, I did want to show you one last little thing before I go. This is the shark tooth that Olivia got me. I put it on this silver chain, and then it's a little bit longer of a chain, so it just kind of hangs a little bit low. And I'm not really sure. I still kind of want to pair it with something, but I kind of love how simple it is at the moment. So just makes me feel really strong, really powerful, and really like I can do this. I can totally do this. It just reminds me of where I've come from and where I'm going. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to spend it with me, and I will see you very, very soon for another update. Hope you guys are all doing great. Talk to you soon.
She is unstoppable.